Hey movers, thanks for joining me today for the Express Pilates. Today we're going to be focusing on the hips and glutes. With the Express class, there's going to be minimal rest between exercises, but as always, make sure you're working on your form, keep the breath going, and let's get a sweat on. So to begin with, we're just going to start in that bridge position. So hands are going to come by your sides, feet hip width apart. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, slowly rolling that spine down, lifting the hips towards the ceiling and back down. Exhale, rolling that spine and lift. So just warming through the spine here. As we lift up, inhale, back down. Warming into it. If this is your first class, first bit of movement for the day, take it nice and slow to begin with, and ramp it up as the class goes on. So we're going to be going through 2 sets here on our bridges. So you got plenty of time to get into it. Good. Now we're going to add on, as we lift up, we're going to float those hands overhead, slowly coming back down. This time keeping the spine in neutral, lift up. Don't worry about that curl. Now we're just working through the glutes, through the hips, driving those hips towards the ceiling, hands reaching overhead. Exhale, lift. Inhale, coming back down. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Good, keep it moving. Go for 7. Inhale down, exhale lift and down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to lift up and hold. From here, we're just going to lift both the heels up and down, up and down. Good. Lifting the heels, tapping them back down. Main aim here is to keep the hips nice and high as you work through those calves. 10. If you're getting that cramp in the hamstrings or the calves, bring the heels a little bit closer to the bum, but still try and maintain that hip position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, heels come down, hips stay up. Let's come into those pulses. So hips drop down, hips push up and down and up and down and up. So we're not lowering the hips all the way to the floor here. Thinking of the ribs staying low, hips coming high. Pulse and pulse. 10. Good. Building those layers here, keeping those hips up, feeling the hamstring, feeling the groin work as we drive for 4, 3, 2, holding up now everyone, and we're just going to add in those scissor arms. So hands alternated overhead towards the hip, keeping the hips high as we scissor those arms in both directions. Feeling the demands in the trunk and the hips change as those arms swap sides. Good, keeping the hips up. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Hands come up, slowly coming back down. Okay, so let's turn on to our side now. So I'm going to be lying on my left hand side, facing the camera. From here, we're going to bring the knees towards one another, hand under the forehead. Make sure here that you can pass this hand underneath the obliques. So from here, we're just going to lift and lower that top leg. And lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keeping the pelvis still, only moving this hip. feeling the glute work as we lift the leg and slowly hovering it back down. Good, keep moving, halfway there. Good, final 5 before we add on. 3, 2, then we hold up and we're going to tap heel to heel and then knee towards knee. Heel to heel, knee towards knee. So just working that internal and external rotation, making sure the oblique stays strong on the underside of the body, not squashing into the mat. Stay with me for 10, 9. So with the express class, we're trying to move quickly, building that heat in the body, but still maintaining form. Halfway for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, leg to neutral, extend away, and we just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Working our hip abduction here. Still thinking of keeping strong through the obliques, core engages, isolating the movement at the hip. Doesn't matter how high you lift your leg here, the main thing is pelvis stays still. Keeping that heel in line with the bum, chin stays tucked. Nice long line from the crown of the head to the heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final thing, now we're going to take the top arm, rotate, tap the shin, and reach overhead. Roll, tap the shin. Bit of oblique work here as we roll, tap the shin. Now, if you can reach your toes, feel free. If you are really flexible and you have that hamstring mobility, come all the way up to the toes, can start to lift the head from the floor. If not, somewhere like me, tap in that shin as we reach for 5. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, final one on this leg, and coming back down. Good, okay, so moving on, let's roll over onto the side here. Straight away, coming back into our oyster. So lying on the side, feet bent to 90 degrees, hand under the head, making sure we can lift on that inside. So to begin with, we just lift that top leg into our oyster. Good. Building the heat now as we power through this Express Pilates class. Inhale together, exhale to lift. Keeping that breathing going. Breathe in and move in. Still trying to maintain that control and that intentional movement, but working in some speed. Good. Last 6. Final one, we hold up and then we go toe, heel to heel, knee to knee. Heel to heel, knee to knee. Good, for 10, 9, feeling that glute work here, tummy engaged, pelvis staying still, just moving that hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, leg comes up and extend away. Now we just go hip abduction for that top leg. Up and down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keeping that oblique lifted off the side of the bed. That way we're nice and stable in the spine, working the tummy as well as the top hip. Halfway. Final 10. This is a great one for all you runners out there to build that hip strength and develop that stability and speed for 3, 2, 1. Then we add the final one in. We lift the leg, tap the shin, and tap. Reach overhead, and tap, overhead. If you want to add on here, you lift up, elbow can come onto the floor, tapping the toe. I'm just going to stick to the shin, just because my hamstrings are a little bit tight for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come on back down. Whew. Okay, so from there, let's come on, stand up. And we're just gonna finish off now with a bit of a standing series, coming into our single leg deadlift and some squats. So let's come onto that right leg. Finding the balance here on the right leg. Gonna inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly hinging forward at the hips. Standing back up. Exhale, reach. And stand. If you want to add on here, you can start to bring that left knee forwards and reach that left arm forwards. Whoops, I'm a bit wobbly today. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Working that right hip here, feeling it stabilize as we come forwards. Knee comes through, keeping that right knee nice and straight. For 5. Inhale, reach, exhale, through. 4, keeping those hips level. Whoop, 3, I'm tiring. 2, so you can see even we instructors have a bit of a wobble at times. And 1, bringing the leg down, straight into that other leg. So balancing on the left leg, reaching the right hand forwards, right knee comes through. Inhale, reach, exhale, knee comes through. Inhale, reach, hips stay level. Left glute really working here to maintain that leg stability. Inhale, reach, exhale, through. And reach, through. Final 5, 4, good, last one. Knee comes through, leg comes down. So finally, let's finish on those squats. Feet hip width apart. Imagine you're about to jump in the air. That's the position we're going for. So we're gonna squat down, knees open, and stand up. Squat down and stand up. Sit that bum back, open the knees, hips drive forward. Inhale down, exhale stand. Inhale down, exhale stand. Building that heat here, last part of the session. So we add on, we go down, lift up those heels, stand up, heels come down. Squat, heels lift, stand up, heels down. Squat, heels lift, stand up, heels down. Squat, heels lift, stand up, heels down. Squat, lift, up, down. Squat, lift, up, down. Squat, lift, up, hold. Then we go down, up, keeping those heels up, down, up. Keep those heels up. 6, 5, strong through those calves for 4, 3, 2, 1, halfway we go, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, embrace the burn, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, heels down. Woo. Okay everyone, so that's it for today. If you want to finish off with any stretches, go for that now. And I look forward to seeing you for the next Express class. Have a great day. See you next time.